We are back and our next guest is a good friend of mine. We go way back, my ex-wife, Eve. Eve, how are you?
Hey Adam, it's been a while since you last invited me on your show. Do you remember last time? The costume department messed up and they gave you poison ivy instead of fig leaves. Ouch.
Yuck, that was embarrassing. Well, moving on with the show, let's talk about the last 6,000 years. We were there when this whole thing kicked off. When the world began.
I hate to break it to you, but things existed before then.
What? No, but what about Eden? God.
Your memory. Adam. Have you forgotten Eden was a Big Brother prototype on the Genesis reality channel? You must have had a pretty hard knock to the head when we were evicted. I mean, for God's sake, picking the fruit from the tree of knowledge was a task.
The apple?
Were you even there? It was a pineapple, and I had to dodge talking snakes and everything. The ratings were unbelievable. Oh, and of course there were the late night shower scenes. That's why I was in the final. I came second. It was the damn zebra with a lisp that beat me and won that prize money.
Let me get this straight. We were not the first two people on Earth?
Then who do you think was filming the whole thing?
And the big booming voice in the sky?
God no. That was the voice in the diary room.
I have to ask you, are you an atheist, Eve? It's been several thousand years since the divorce, but I never knew you felt this way.
You sold your story to the press, where you said God created me from one of your ribs. In actual fact, you'd been eating ribs while licking hallucinogenic toads outside in the garden. A lot of the time we were stoned and just made up crazy shit. I didn't think you really believed any of it.
But let's clear this up. You don't believe in God.
That's correct, Adam. Though it comes as a surprise that you didn't know this about me.
This is all news to me, but I can hear God talking to me right now.
That earpiece you're wearing is linked up to the show's director.
Seriously?
This is why we broke up. You were never the sharpest tool in the box.
Thanks, Eve. That's all we have time for. Well, good night, folks. It's been a revelation to say the least. Good night.